Spike Lopez. Not to be confused with Paul Puerto Rico. And there's Jay. You need headphones so you
I
can
do.
plug in.
Whoa.
And then we got DJ Spawn. Let's do this. Since we're back on my personal Facebook page, we have, look at that. And then Spike can join us. Holy shit, I can approve him. Look.
See?
The fucking workout.
What?
Holy shit.
Because you go, when he wants to get it, you approve it, and it pops up.
He gets in. I approve it.
Yep.
And then he can see me and hear me and all that crap.
Yep.
But I can't do that off my fan page. But I can do it on my regular page.
Yeah.
What nonsense.
And then you can.
What nonsense. There's Spike. Good God. I've had all sorts of problems with technology today. I just wish we'd go back to the typewriter, brother.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh yeah.
Okay. Spike joins us on the old Facebook Live.
You just do this?
He is in a car traveling somewhere. He's probably
I am.
as they say in the
I hear
wrestling
him.
business, he's making towns.
That's what I'm doing.
He's doing
Is
the
he there?
drives.
Yeah, I hear him.
See, you can hear him,
I
you can
hear him.
see him.
Oh, I see him.
There he is. Biggest star
What's
in the
up?
business.
What's
That's
up?
right. That's right.
Okay, so Spike, I want to start with how I got to know you was I was filming a show for Bad Boys Professional Wrestling when you wrestled on a show and you got screwed over by, of course you got screwed over by Kenny Zombie Jones, who was referee.
Oh yeah.
What was it, a fast count or something? Talk to me about
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. It was a fast count. He was slow counting me all night. When Paul gets the pin, he fast counts, and I lost. I still have not been able to get a hold of him yet, though. He's on my list.
Kenny's a slippery character.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny used to live on my couch for a couple of years, so he's a
I don't doubt
slippery
that.
character.
I don't doubt that.
Now, getting screwed over by referees seems to be your thing.
Oh yeah.
You then have, he gets screwed over again. Listen to this, DJ Spawn. He gets screwed over by Lunatic Lenny.
Yep.
At the next show.
Yep.
Lenny was a referee. Screws Paul and Spike again. Screws Spike. Bam. Gets him again. Now, I missed the show that you did with, did you wrestle Lenny at the next show?
After he screwed me over, I got in his face and I pushed him, so he pushed me back. So Commissioner Dan Adams came out and was like, guys, if you want to go one-on-one, we could have a match. So the next show, we had a lumberjack match, me versus Lenny. And Paul actually became the special referee on that one.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Yep. So it ended up with a big old brawl between me and Paul. And then it's set up for the Garden City show.
Jesus. So are you and Paul Puerto Rico like the new Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn fight forever? Is that what?
I would go as far as to say that. Me and Paul used to be good friends, and until my birthday, he came to my show and brought me a cake and shoved the cake in my face. Thought it was a joke. I didn't find it very funny. I had just won a title. I just won the Lionheart Championship, and he put cake in my face.
And that kind of messed up your pictures.
Oh yeah, that was rude.
You know what's funny about this, Spawn, and you're over here setting up cables, so you're. I got to play to an audience. That's what it is. But Spike had a problem with Paul Puerto Rico at his birthday.
Mm-hmm.
They shoved cake in his face. What's funny is when I was 9 years old, I had a birthday party and somebody threw a bike at me. We were at a Toys R Us.
No. and this is why
Birthdays are not good for folks, apparently. You got off easy with the cake, my friend.
I did.
Now, talk to me about how you got into the professional wrestling business.
I've seen wrestling a lot. And one day, a friend of mine told me they did wrestling in Tulsa. I didn't know anything about independent wrestling, really. And He said, yeah, they do training. So I got a hold of them through their website. It was Ray Martinez. And he said, come to the show. We're having a show in Tulsa. Come to the show, and we'll talk there. I showed up there, and I trained before the show. And it was funny. My very first bump I ever took, the trainer looked at me and was like, you sure you've never done this before? I was a natural since that day. So
That's
so
awesome.
I had no idea that was even a thing around Tulsa or around these areas. And that's how I got in. I've been doing it since then.
That's awesome.
That
That's
was
awesome.
7 years. 7 years. 7 years.
7 years. Holy smokes. So, did you do football or amateur wrestling or
Yeah.
something before you got into
Uh,
all this? Because you're a fucking
my high,
huge dude.
yeah, my high school didn't have wrestling. All we had was football and baseball and basketball. But I too much running for me in basketball, and I couldn't hit the ball in baseball, so I just played football.
What's some
Yep.
of the worst injuries over the last 7 years have you had?
I had to get knee surgery on my right knee. I had a lot of my cartilage that was torn. I had a loose MCL and a loose ACL. So I had surgery
Wow.
at the beginning of 2016. I bruised my kidney. I jumped off the top
Oh,
rope to the gym
fuck.
floor, and no one caught me, so I just hit the gym floor.
Bruised his kidney. Spawn.
Yep.
Think about this. Holy smokes.
And you're still alive doing your
And
dream.
you're still alive doing
Oh.
wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Oh yeah.
Holy
that's
smokes.
the love. That's
I'm
love.
proud of
Oh,
you.
that's thank you.
I stub
That's
my
what it
toe on a
is.
thumbtack. I'm day to day, as they say. My God, this guy bruised his kidney, and he's able to keep doing this. So last week you took on Space H Paul Puerto Rico here in
Oh.
Hutchinson. Tell
Yep.
me a little bit about that match and everything that went down with it.
Started off good. Then I don't know if you've seen it, but we got the pickle juice thing going on.
Whoa. What pickle
That
juice?
we have a going trend with that pickle juice. Every show, before, during, or after the match, we always play in pickle juice because we get cramps. And even though I hate the guy, I still want him to be healthy. So we
Oh,
share
yeah.
this. So we'll share this pickle juice back and forth.
That's awesome.
But
You
then
drink it or you sit in it?
we sit in it.
That's
No, we
awesome.
I'm
drink.
coming to
We
the show, right?
no, we drink it. So I'll take a drink, then I'll give him a drink, and then we'll just go back to fighting. So I still think there's a little bit of love there, but I still hate the guy.
Yeah. We've got Spike with us. We are experimenting, doing Facebook Live interviews with people. We're not doing Skype. We're not doing phone. Somebody told me there's something called Zoom. I don't even know what the hell that is.
Yeah, I think there is.
But we're going to take advantage of Facebook services, and we're going to do interviews with wrestlers on Facebook Live. I wanted to do it on my fan page, but apparently that's not possible. So you have to do it on your personal page. Once again, I'm using Facebook for not what it's supposed to be used for. So you do a lot of social media. You do a lot of promos and stuff through social media. You cut promos. You go places. You do things. Talk to me a little bit about how you've used social media to kind of further your wrestling, not just in the ring, but, whether it be through promos or marketing your matches. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Social media has been a big factor in, I would say, any wrestler's career. Back in the day, I don't even know how they did it. They probably just sent letters or whatnot, But, social media, it's the easiest thing to do because you could go Facebook Live. You can call someone out. You can shoot a promo and put it on your Facebook or put it on your Twitter or your Instagram. It's just the easiest way to let people know what's going on. So if I have a show coming up, I could just put it on Facebook. Say, hey, I'll be here. And that'll reach more people than I can reach, through my phone, like text message or a call.
Well, and also something that I like about you that you've been doing a lot lately, and you did stuff when you were going to be wrestling Spike and you and Paul Puerto Rico, the whole thing, what was it, dog collar match or whatever it was?
Mm-hmm.
You did a lot of promos where you went around and cut promos on the guy
Mm-hmm.
in your area,
Yep.
and then use that to further the storyline and everything on Facebook. Talk to me a little bit about those.
Well, I think if you want to shoot a good promo, you don't need to be sitting in your bedroom or in your bathroom. You know, I see a lot of guys that do that, and they think that that's okay. It's not okay. So I like to go out to places where people might not see. You know, when I was doing the one with the arrows, I was at the arrow shop. You know,
Yeah.
that's going to put some business for them. Like, oh, what's this place? You know, and then they can contact me. I can tell them what it is. I go outdoors and I find a place. You know, I just like to mix it up because I think that's how it should be done. You know, in wrestling, yeah, they have their setup booth for their promos, but I'm not on that top level yet. So I got to find stuff that's going to get me noticed and make me different than everyone else.
That's awesome.
Are, because I mean, you sound like an author or somebody from my Comic-Con world. You don't sound like the wrestlers I've been talking to.
Now, talk to us a little bit about your gym routine and how you stay in such great shape and everything for these matches.
Oh man, pizza and Coke. I'm just kidding. No, I go Monday through Friday and wrestle Saturdays and then off Sunday. You know, I think if you want to be a professional wrestler in this business, you got to be in the gym or in the ring training as much as possible.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of these guys, go ahead.
No, I was just going to tell everybody that maybe you've just joined us. We've got Spike with us. He's talking to us about his time here in pro wrestling and everything. So, talk to me about your gym routine. Is it a lot of powerlifting stuff? What take me through that?
I focus more now on trying to get the best pump I can out of a workout. So instead of lifting real heavy or lifting real light, I keep it medium, and I make sure I squeeze every muscle to its max.
Yeah.
So like I'll say I'm doing curls, I'll curl up as slow as I can, hold it as long as I can, let it down as slow as I can. So I get that full pump, that full squeeze. And I think that in the long run is more beneficiary than just putting 245s and trying to curl that and look like a jackass.
Yeah.
Sorry for the
No. You're good. You're good. We've said much worse at social media. I don't think they're going to throw a fit.
Okay.
But I like that. You at least care. There's a lot of guys that'll come on like the radio show. They're like, "Can I say pussy?" I'm like, "You just did."
You just
gave yourself up.
Oh, sorry, I said fuck. Well, you just did. Sorry.
Right. Yep.
We've got Spike with us today, and so I know that you've done Kansas Wrestling Revolution. You've done Bad Boys of Professional Wrestling. What are some other places that you've worked?
Oh man, I've worked for IWA Mid South.
That's cool.
Yeah. UWE and Tahlequah. I'm trying to name all the places I've been out of state.
I hate to say it, but where's Tahlequah?
Is that
Tahlequah
Oklahoma?
It's Oklahoma. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. I learned something today. Thank you.
Man, I've been everywhere. Really, I've worked every single Fed in Oklahoma but one.
Wow.
So, man, I've been to Tennessee for Tennessee All-Star or Tennessee All-Pro. I've been to Texas for Texas All-Star Wrestling.
Wow.
I actually lived 20 minutes from the Reality of Wrestling Booker T's Fed. I lived 20 minutes from there. Never got on there, but that might be in the future. You never know.
You're in the neighborhood, though.
Yeah.
I definitely want to keep up with your career now.
Well, how do we do that? How do we get a hold of you online? Videos, see you in action, book you, Facebook, whatever. How do we do this?
I have my Spike the F and Silverback page on Facebook. You can go on there. You can book me from there. I got Instagram. It's under Spike Lopez. You can book me on that. You can book me through my regular Facebook, which is Spike Lopez.
That's cool.
Makes it easy.
That's easy. Like social media, it's easiest thing to do.
Well,
and that's S-P-I-K-E
ironically,
or S-P-Y-K-E?
Yeah, go ahead, but
S-P-I-K-E. Yeah, Spike.
Ironically, the guy who we talked about at the top of the show, who screwed you over in Hoisington, who lived on my couch, Kenny Zombie Jones, is watching.
Oh, is he?
Do you have anything to say to good old Kenny?
Mr. Jones, the way I see it, you got away with it, but I'm gonna do what I can. I'm gonna get you in that ring. I'm gonna make this right. You were
I would
wrong.
like to see a Spike versus Kenny Zombie Jones match.
I think a lot of people would like to see that.
On this show and on the internet show, we campaigned for 2 years to see Mr. Fitness 2 beat the hell out of Kenny Zombie Jones. So now that that's been booked, my next campaign is to get Spike versus Kenny Zombie Jones.
Let's do it.
I'm going to help with that.
The goal is basically just to get Kenny beat up.
Oh, yeah.
That's really what it comes down to. Well, Spike, I appreciate you making time for us today.
Of course.
Thanks for coming on. Thanks for helping us test this out. I think this is fantastic. And did it sound good on your end?
Yeah, everything came through clear.
Awesome. It sounded good on our end. And thanks for joining us, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you, man. Have a good Sunday.
Sounds good. Bye, guys.
Thank you, brother.